is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations to you and the ranking member on your new positions. Looking forward to working with you. And Congressman Collins, congratulations to you. Thank you to your wonderful, beautiful family there behind you. It's great that you're doing this. I certainly agree with my good friend Kevin Kramer in his open remarks. I think you are eminently qualified as a veteran yourself and as a chaplain. I agree with Senator Kramer. That brings some real unique insights. I think that's going to be great. And I look forward to strongly supporting your confirmation. I'm a big fan, and I certainly hope that we have bipartisan support for your confirmation, well, given your qualifications. So thanks for your willingness to serve. I appreciate our meeting. As you know, I focused a lot on Alaska for really important reasons. My state has more veterans per capita than any state in the country. So a real patriotic place way up north. And we're big. Talking about big states, I won't even get into the size of Alaska because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but it's really, 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 really big. You know, Tim Sheehy left. I think we're 5 or 6 times bigger than Montana. And we don't have one full-service veteran hospital. Not one. It's us in New Hampshire. That's it. So we have really big challenges. For all those reasons, good, because we have so many veterans. Challenging because we're big and we don't even have one full-service hospital. So we've had many disasters, in my view, with the VA. You and I talked about some of them. In 2015, right when I came to the Senate, the VA system in Alaska collapsed. That was the first big thing I dealt with as a brand new senator. It collapsed because they realigned these VISNs. They took the VISN in Alaska and the call center in Alaska out of Alaska, and we had people making appointments for Alaska veterans based in the lower 48 who didn't have a clue about our state. The system collapsed. We had a giant backlog. And last year, believe it or not, the backlog was up to 12,000 veterans, which is a lot for my state, because we still have call centers based in the lower 48. So a veteran in, let's say, Ketchikan, Alaska says, hey, I need to get to the Anchorage Hospital. The call center say, okay, drive to, well, wait, it's an island. They don't even know Ketchikan's an island. So I need to get a commitment from you. In the Mission Act, I was able to get legislation that said if you don't have a full-service hospital, and by the way, it's again, only us in New Hampshire, then you can go immediately to community care. Why wouldn't you? The call centers don't allow that because they don't know about Alaska. They don't know the bill. They don't know the law. So it's still kind of a disaster for my veterans. So can I get your commitment to work with me on all the Alaska challenges, but this call center issue and we need a call center back in my state for people who understand what the state's all about and to help bring down this very big backlog. So can I get your commitment on that, Congressman, to help our veterans? And of course, to get your commitment, come up to Alaska. You can bring the whole family. Come in the summer if you want. We can go fishing after, or, you know, come in the winter, maybe see what it's like to be in a state that's dark and 50 below zero. So either way, your choice.
Senator,
your choice. A lot of times people pick August as opposed to February.
I appreciate it. You make it so much sound attractive there, the last part. As an Air Force chaplain who actually puts our chaplains up in your beautiful state, that is one of our issues, though, is that long winter. Look, you brought out a point when you were talking about this and the uniqueness of Alaska and New Hampshire and not having the hospital, full service hospital, so they do go to, you know, it's very much of a user of community care. It is really disturbing to me, as we talked about, you had about 5,000, I believe it was last time we had talked, of veterans waiting for health benefits. This is not a benefit backlog. This is a health care backlog. That means there's 5,000 souls that are there not getting the health care.
By the way, last summer it was up to 12,000. I think the outgoing secretary was trying, but 12,000 just waiting to get an appointment. Because we got someone in the lower 48 who's never been to Alaska trying to make an appointment for an Alaska veteran.
It's definitely
a disaster.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's something, when you told me that, it surprised me, and it's something we got to look at. Sometimes things get lost in your bureaucracy and you think it looks good, but then after their actual real world application, you have to go back and make changes. I'm willing to commit to you to look at that and see if we can make it better so that they understand that Ketchikan's an island and they can't drive to Anchorage.
Yeah. Let me ask one final question very quickly. We talked about it. Our Alaska Native community is also incredibly patriotic. Alaska Natives serve at higher rates in the military than any other ethnic group in the country. So super patriotic, live in a lot of our rural communities, and our Alaska Native healthcare organizations have reach into the rural parts of the state that, no other place does. The VA has a long history of working with our Alaska Native health organizations to extend the reach of care into very rural parts of America, very rural parts of Alaska, and partner to get Alaska Native veterans, but also non-natives who live in these rural communities to go to an Alaska Native health organization to get care because they've partnered with the VA. Can I get your commitment to continue that good relationship? Sometimes it's a little contentious on, negotiating the agreements, but they're really worth it to expand and extend VA healthcare for Native Alaskans, non-Native Alaskans in the most rural parts of our state.
Senator, yes, we're willing to commit to do that also in any other district across this country where we can partner to make sure our veterans are getting health care that they need, and especially in a unique situation like that, of course.
Great. Thank you, Congressman. I look forward to supporting you, and I'll have more questions for the record. Thank you very much.
Senator Horono.